smoked pinto beans. Let's get down with it. What's going on, everybody? Jason and Meat Therapy here, out here in my backyard. About to get down with a family staple, a classic to me, pinto beans. I don't like black eyed peas, I don't like collard greens, but I sure do love me some pinto beans. So we're gonna get down with it today. Growing up, this was a staple in our household. It was my dad and me and my 2 younger brothers, and trying to afford to feed 3 grown boys made some challenges. So we'd do up a big old pot of beans, and we ended up having to make that cook or last 4 or 5 days. So we did all kinds of different things with it. But I've never tried this doing a smoked version, so we're going to try this out and see how they turn out. Y'all follow along. Let's get down with it. Here we are. Yeah. To get this thing started, we are going to start the build on our Traeger induction plate. Heat this thing up, get it boiling. Then we're going to transfer it over into the Traeger to finish out until those beans are nice and tender. About 325 degrees. No clue how long it's going to take. We're going to figure it out. So let's start building this up. We're going to drop in a couple tablespoons of oil. We're going to heat that up. What we're doing this for is we're going to put our onions in first and get those to saute down before we start adding everything else in. So we're going to heat this up, get it going, get our onions in here in just a minute, and see y'all back here in just a few. I got our oil heating over to some medium temp. To test if your oil's ready to go, I threw an onion in there, it's starting to sizzle. So we have 1 medium diced up white onion. I'm going to put in there. Let's get it sauteing down. This shouldn't take no more than about 5 minutes on this. All you're looking for this to do is get it kind of translucent, maybe a little bit of browning to it. Start releasing those aromatics. All right, we're going to cook this down. We'll get on to the next step. Our onions are starting to look pretty good, but you know, this is meat therapy, and you can't just have beans without any meat. So I've already pre-cut up some black pepper smoked sausage from our friends at Dickey's. Their Dickey's at Home boxes are incredible. Already done up. I'm just going to toss this in here, kind of brown up with those onions. Start stirring that in with it. Trains and Waxahachie, man, I'm telling you what, they're ridiculous. All right, we're gonna keep rendering those down, sauteing it out. Just cut this off of those damn trains, because that's annoying. Be back here in just a minute. I wish y'all could smell this right now. I could eat this just as it is. This smells incredible. Threw that jalapeno in there. Just kind of blister up a little bit. It's gonna cook with it, all the beans in it. Release some of those oils, get a little bit of heat to it. So the onions are to perfection. They're soft, they're tender, they're translucent. Now to add our beans. I did do up a ham the other day, and so I stripped it down for a little hock to throw in there too. Just pulling out all the stops of this bad boy. Can't wait. We have 4 cups of pinto beans here. Just gonna start adding it in. Make a little bit of a mess. Ham hock, and then water. Whoa, making a huge mess. That's all right. That's why we cook outside. That way Mama don't get mad. So we're looking just to submerge them. Mix all that goodness up. And then some seasoning. You can use whatever you want. Salt, pepper goes a long way. I'm using Meat Church Holy Cow for this. That's a great Texas blend for some Texas pinto beans. Now we just want to get it all mixed up. I did soak these beans overnight. I don't want myself or my family gassing each other out. So, you know, the old wise tale is that soaking your beans overnight helps release those chemicals out of there, the gelatins and everything else, to keep it from, you know, beans, the musical fruit, the more you eat. So, trying to save the family and myself a little bit with that. All right, we're on there. We're going to turn our induction plate up a little bit higher and get this bad boy to boiling. And in the meantime, we're going to get the Traeger going at 325 degrees and go from there. All right. Got our beans to a nice little boil here. They've been boiling for about 10 minutes or so. We're going to stir them up and then move them over to the Traeger, 325 degrees. And hopefully get these bad boys nice and tender. We'll see how the temp does, if we have to go up or down with it. It's pretty liquidy right now, but the nice thing is that should thicken up as these beans cook. Man, look how good this is looking already. I mean, you can smell. This is, oh, I'm super excited. So, about to transfer this over. We're up to temp on our smoker. I'm using, I got the brisket blend pellets in there. Nice thing about this is you can do it on your offset, do it on two-zone setup on your Weber, do it inside. But it's such a beautiful day out in Texas today. Figured we'd cook outside and see how this turns out. See if we can't put a little smoke flavor on it with being inside that Traeger, and kind of go from there. So let's get this bad boy moved over, finish this out. All right, put them on. There it is. I'm not going to come back out here and touch this for an hour. So let's see how it does. All right, let's do a little recap here. So last night, sorted through my beans, pulled any out that looked nasty, things like that. Soaked them in water for overnight. I was probably about 10, 11 hours. Pulled them out, drained them. Drained the water out, rinsed them off really good, put them back in, and we're off to cooking. So we got them to a boil, transferred over to 325 degrees, and we're not going to do anything for 1 hour. And we'll come back, check, see how it's looking. I do have some extra liquid out here, just the water, in case those beans start absorbing up and starts getting a little too thick or uncovered. So we're going to keep this bad boy rolling, and hopefully we have something really good and edible later. See y'all in a bit. All right, everybody, the beans been on for right in an hour. So let's get in there, take a look, see how they're coming along, see if we need to add any more liquid, see if they're done. Who knows? I doubt it, but let's take a look. Looking good. Not quite tender, I think. Not quite tender, but the liquid's looking good. Nothing to do right now. Keep on rolling, get them tendered out. See y'all in a bit. Well, the beans are still on cooking, and went back in, was like, oh, you know what? Let's make some cornbread. Happen to have some stuff in there, so let's throw down on some jalapeno cornbread to go with those beans. We're gonna start with just 2 boxes of Jiffy cornbread mix. You can find this anywhere, super easy. Maybe. There we go. Got half a cup of just vegetable oil. Going 2 eggs. Eggs in there. All right, let's whisk that up, mix it up together. All right, we have 2/3 cups of milk, 8 ounces of sour cream. Let's mix that in. Try to spoon. We're going to add in 1/4 cup of diced jalapenos and about, I don't know, it's like a big handful of cheese. It's like a Colby Jack and cheddar mix. Got a little 9x13 shallow dish here. Pour in. Golly, I'm just messing it all up today. Good thing I'm not a professional. Then I have some sliced jalapenos here we're going to throw on there just because it makes it pretty. Quick and easy. Next to the beans. Boom. There it is. Let's give these a stir, see how we're looking. Oh yeah. Coming along pretty nicely now. I think we're getting close. After we checked it at the hour mark, I set a time for 30 minutes. We're a little bit before that, but I think we're starting to get a little close to it. Let's close it down, finish this cook out so we can get to eating. Cornbread's done, beans are done. We'll show you what we're looking for on here. On our cornbread, just going to take a toothpick test, just like a cake. Go in, come out. Looking for that clean pull. Then our beans, they've thickened up to a real nice consistency. They're nice and tender. They're ready to come off. They're ready for us to eat. Let's give this a try, see how we did. All right, it's all done. The beans are done, the cornbread's done. Now it's time for tail of the tape. See if it's even worth a damn. It looks delicious, so let's just dig into it, see how it is. Still hot. Oh man, oh, that is incredible. Try this cornbread out. Nailed it. All those beans, that cornbread, man, it takes me right back to my childhood. Fantastic. Those beans with that jalapeno sitting in there, just a hint of heat on it. Perfect. Man, this was a fun one. If you like what we're doing over here at Meat Therapy, subscribe. Drop in those comments what you want to see me cook and throw down on. I've been doing it for a little bit and know a thing or three. So cheers everybody and Happy New Year.